Hey y'all, it's us, and we're back for it's us. We're back for another movie reaction, a remote movie reaction. This time we're still separated, so we're doing this movie react separated, but we're watching at the exact same time. And today we'll be watching Gallipoli, which I hope I'm saying that correctly. Gallipoli. It is a 1981 World War One movie, and it's an Australian movie with Mel Gibson apparently. So. I'm very curious to see how this movie turns out. We don't know anything about it, but I heard that it's a good war movie, basically, like a decent one. Made in 1981, and it's directed by Peter Weir, I think, who also made Master and Commander and Truman Show. There might be like an anti-war message in this movie. That's my guess. And Gallipoli is famous. Actually, we'll just watch it, and I'll just explain why it's famous.
Oh, okay.
I only know about the battle. I don't know about the movie. So Gallipoli is where the Australians and New Zealanders were landed on to kind of block the Ottoman Empire during World War One because they were allied with the Germans. And then I think Churchill was behind it. Like, this is when he was an admiral, not when he was prime minister. In the first World War, by the way, not the second one where Churchill became prime minister.
Right.
And
okay, cool.
yeah, usually you never hear the Anzacs and Canadians. Oh shit, sorry, and the Canadians. In fact, I think Anzac stands for Australia, New Zealand, Canada. I think.
Oh, okay. But you're right. You don't ever hear much about, at least for me anyway. You don't hear much from the Australian side, the New Zealanders, Canada. These.
Look, I don't know any of these actors.
True.
Though maybe if we see them, we'll be like, hey, he's people from.
That's true, yeah.
And always the Germans or the French or the Americans or the British. You don't think about the other small nations who were involved. And then there's Austria-Hungary, who's allied with the Germans. You don't hear much about them because they were fighting Italy. So World War One had a bunch of different fronts. So this front's like a very different, but it's kind of close to Lawrence of Arabia's area, but not really. Lawrence of Arabia is doing his own thing. In Arabia, also fighting the Ottomans.
My brother knows a lot.
No, I don't know.
No, it's fine. 1915.
Over 100 years ago.
Are you ready,
Oh my
Leopard?
goodness, yeah.
On your mark!
Man, the cameraman had to run with him too. He's a legend. He's running faster than him.
Come on, boys. Come on, boy.
No problem. Maybe there's like a trolley.
Yeah, I was about to say.
I don't remember when Gallipoli, the landings happened. Maybe 1916? It was definitely before the U.S. got involved. Man, it's just like Texans in a way. Like the Australians with their huge ranches.
Get after him!
Oh, true.
Where'd you learn to run?
Prefer the company of blacks, say, Archie?
Zach's my mate. We ran together. He can run faster than you can ride!
Is that a fact?
Uh-oh. Barefoot?
Barefoot?
Yeah.
Oh.
Be back.
Ah, no sound.
Oh, jeez. He looks so nervous.
That's a very interesting soundtrack. It's so electronic, the soundtrack.
So 80s.
I love these views because you know they shot them for real. Yeah, look at that. All those mountains and bushes.
A lot of it will be done inside a studio these days.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Where did Les go then?
Yeah.
Oh, he fell
Oh,
down.
Les fell down.
Yeah, because it's bareback. Oh, jeez.
Peter Trevelyan joined up last week.
No more of that, you're underage.
Also, they're gonna lie and join up. That was very common in the U.S. And for World War II, people would lie about their age. I like how we don't know any of these actors, so let's just like just judge them by their acting rather than celebrity.
Saturday.
Mm.
This cub no longer. Let them fall, Mowgli. Only tears. So Mowgli sat and cried as though his heart would break.
Wow, he's a very good storyteller.
Oh, yeah. So what happened to Les? He fell
assume he
down
lived.
and... Yeah, I suppose so.
He's like Luke Skywalker. I mean, never
Oh
mind.
yeah. The terrain.
Gallipoli.
Mm.
Oh, I remember now. They invaded it because they wanted a route to send supplies to Russia. That's right. Yeah. Because they had no direct way of doing that during World War One. Oh,
Oh,
is that him?
Mel Gibson.
Yeah?
How's his accent?
I don't think anything could help, but you might as well give it a go.
Isn't he Australian?
Hey, we could all join up together.
You know, for some reason I always assumed he wasn't American, but I thought he was like Canadian or something.
No thanks. You blokes all want.
Okay, well, it's 1915 when they did it, not 1916. Wow, having to do that run after a train.
That's really... That was cool. That was very fascinating.
Good luck.
Thanks. Goodbye, Mum.
Only 2 days.
Come on.
Only 2
Oh, no,
days.
it's- 2 days. You know, the uncle will come back and say he joined up.
Yeah.
Come back with a medal. That's so ominous. What if he comes back like in a coffin with a
Something
medal?
else. Ah, jeez. Foreshadowing, huh?
Yeah. Oh, so he's gonna run?
I think he's gonna run first and then perhaps we'll see him join.
Man, look at these sets.
I know, this
Well, it's
is
not really a
so
set. It's just people everywhere.
true, but it's interesting.
Obviously, he's had a controversial history, but there's no denying he's a good actor.
Mm. Yeah, he's done lots of good movies.
Anyone take bets?
No, it's against the law.
Officially.
How much did you want in to lay?
20 quid.
You're pretty confident.
It's against the law.
Budget 20.
How much?
Starting off 3 yards, the same
I love the giant announcer. That's so great.
Steel springs.
What are they going to do?
Hurl me down the track.
How fast can you run?
Fast as a leopard.
How fast are you going to run?
As fast as a leopard.
Right.
Oh, I'm so nervous for him all of a sudden.
I feel like he's gonna fail though.
Oh boy.
Who? Oh, we got it?
It seems like it.
I mean, it's a smart place to do it at a marathon where they're all fitting in.
True. That's true.
The Empire needs you.
Your mates need you.
No, nothing's going to stop you now.
Jack,
Oh.
Aww.
I'm not coming home.
Oh, that's what he
Bag
was.
weighed a ton.
Oh, books mostly.
Oh, the actor who plays the
Look.
uncle's really
Yeah,
good.
yeah,
a
he
lot of
does a
strength
great
together.
job.
God bless you, boy.
Wow. Didn't even show us his face when he said that.
What do you want? Yes, sir.
Wow, great acting with him.
Yeah.
He looks a bit like George Clooney.
A little bit, yeah. I think it's the hair and the eyebrows or something.
Yeah.
Its baptism of fire on the rocky slopes of Gallipoli.
Not many people know how to pronounce that word either.
That's actually pretty realistic. I love that they
Yes.
did that.
Ah, I really love the sets. This is so interesting.
I was just lucky. Well, look, anyone who runs under 9.5 with crook feet isn't just lucky, mate. No. I can't see good food wasted.
I can't. They know I'm underage.
Not here. In Perth.
Oh yeah, go to a different part of the country. They want to know. I love that It shows how they get around the country, right? They have to ride trains, like break into trains too.
You sure it's headed for Perth?
Of course it bloody is. Nowhere else for it to go.
It makes them sound even more exotic than Englishmen.
I get what you mean.
Like they're more laid back than the British uptightness. Okay, that sounds like I'm generalizing. I don't know, Australians have come off always as very laid back compared with like the British.
Ah.
Unless you game enough to cross the lake.
Nice of that guy. Like him just
What's
walking
that?
right away.
Oh, that's water.
Hey, let's give this a little thought, eh? You'll never make it! How do you know we're not walking around in circles? The sun. We run out of water. There's always water if you
Oh,
know
he
how to find
lives.
it.
He
How do
lives
you
out
find
there,
it?
so he doesn't.
Cockatoos.
Oh, true.
He's way more confident about this than he is. It'd be funny if the whole movie's about the journey to get there, and then they like. It might end up being that.
Like the last 1/3 is just Gallipoli. No wonder Mel Gibson went on to do Mad Max. He'd already have experience in the desert.
Well, when you're going you of all people should be going. Why me of all people? You're an athlete. What's that got to do with it? Because it's not our bloody war.
Ah, exactly.
It's not our war. It's an English war. It's got nothing to do with it.
He's
No,
not
it's
gonna
important
join,
to
but he's still going with them.
Yeah, so I think there's some part of him that wants to join.
Perhaps. He discovered something.
Man, the electronic music is very weird.
Something we're not used to, I think, in a
It makes it
setting
seem
like
more
this.
goofy than it is.
Oh! That's real, right?
No, this is the sheriff in Lawrence of Arabia who meets him for the first time.
Where you headed?
Perth.
Oh, I nearly went there once.
We're against Germany.
I knew a German once. How did it start?
Don't start him.
Don't know exactly, but it was the Germans' fault.
Still can't see what it's got to do with us.
Yeah, he's got a point.
Don't stop them there, they could end up here.
And welcome to it.
Frank's reaction.
Yeah, like, okay, they're gonna end up here. Cool.
Yeah, great. Like,
This desert. Yeah,
where? Yeah.
All you need is your watch and the sun, and you can find your way anywhere.
He's just copying
Archie's
his
face. Yeah.
How are you boys going to
Give toast to our brave young friend. The light horse.
Is he gonna join? Is he gonna
Oh, just because of her.
light horse?
They're all more impressed with him.
But weirdly, he's more sensible
Archie.
about it. It's like, it's got nothing to do with it.
Yeah. It's the peer pressure, I suppose, about in regards to joining the war.
You know, I told you I could ride.
Put the stirrup to the any shoulder. Bloody
Actually, it's kind of
Or-
cool that the younger one is teaching him.
Yeah,
Right? You know, it's always like the older guy who's the,
that's true. Always
he's
the
like
guide.
mentor or something.
The older one's always the guide.
Yeah, but in this case, he admits he has a weakness here, which is not something you see in a movie often.
Yeah. City life and countryside.
Man, look
Oh,
at that
beautiful
perfect
handwriting.
writing. No,
Yeah.
I can't do it like that. My cursive is uglier than his.
Lascelles. In relation to Harry Lascelles, the famous runner?
No, sir.
They both have to lie just to
I know.
get their parts. Yeah.
He might not make it in rule one of that. We're done.
Yeah.
All right, son. Thank you very much.
Oh man, he didn't even get started.
See you when I see you.
Yeah. Not if I see you first.
It's interesting that we're pretty much almost halfway through the film and we still haven't seen a glimpse of war, and yet this is so engaging.
Yeah. He's so hyped to get into the war that
Yeah.
he might not like it.
True.
Looks like he's the commanding officer. Or one of the officers.
Hmm.
Going to head off to die at Gallipoli.
Everyone looks so happy and cheerful. I wonder if we'll see his running skills, like...
Come in handy? Yeah.
Yeah, come in handy later.
Man, they haven't get an action set for that.
Insane.
Last night. If you're not going to fight, you can at least buy us a beer.
Oh, maybe he'll get into the infantry. I don't know.
Pants off. Up straight.
Another quarter of an inch. Come on. Come on. These aren't all that good.
You're supposed to shoot the enemy, mate, not bite him.
I'm taking it with bad teeth.
I see him. You lost all four of us.
Oh.
Oh, cool.
Wow,
in the back.
nice.
Though that might be
July.
like a fake set.
Oh, in Cairo. So, what month was it? The start of the film again? I forgot.
Earlier in 1915. I don't know. Spring?
March or something?
Did they actually
forgot.
film this narration? Holy shit. Look at that. The pyramid's right there.
That's cool.
Hello, Australia. Hello. Welcome.
This is so... I love it. It's so realistic.
Yeah.
Trying to get them to buy antiques.
It's not just a monument, you know. You know what it is?
Bloody great quite rough.
Very drawn to.
Man, that's one of the most amazing human creations ever.
Beware of the local eggs, which can be distinguished only by their antiquity. And for those of you who are contemplating some horizontal refreshments, just be warned.
That dialogue is so good. Oh, you never see that in a movie, too.
True. Wow, this is so cool.
We haven't seen Archie yet.
No, we haven't. So we're gonna take Frank's word seriously. I'll, see you when I see you. Not if I see you first. So maybe we'll see Archie from Frank's perspective.
But there is a correct price. If we pay more, we're encouraging dishonesty.
Australians are crude, undisciplined, and the most ill-mannered soldiers I've ever encountered. You won't read the new deal, I
Wow, I probably not heard this movie. Like, look at these sets. There's so much going on.
This is amazing.
Yeah, like I love the interactions with the locals too. Like they're trying to get ripped off, or they're trying to rip them off, or.
Have a look at this, fellas. 1,000 years old.
How much you pay for it?
Getting down to 2 quid.
Yeah, but how does he know it's legit?
Is it? Yeah.
Give my mate back his money or I'll flatten you. But Frank...
They've got a different way of seeing things here. You see, our problem is that...
Well, a sale is a sale. What I was saying is, while that
Jeez.
Hey, fellas, it was the wrong shop. Hey, fellas!
It's the wrong shop.
Oh my god.
We clean, not dirty, we very clean.
I would not believe that within a million miles.
What are you going to say to your wives on your wedding night?
He's very self-righteous.
Come, Australia.
Bugger off.
Man, they really do seem like they're trying to like get sales. Like we're in Manila and those guys were yelling at us like, "Hey, Japanese!" We weren't Japanese. They just assumed we were Japanese.
The enemy being
Oh.
some gentlemen Gentlemen,
That's Archie.
from the light horse.
Mm.
Load! Aye!
But how do they know you've killed your target? It's not like that did it blanks?
Fire!
With real bullets?
No, they're using blanks.
Ah.
Oh, some of them are called out to be killed. And the sellers are still
after
following them.
Yeah.
Wow, look at this.
Oh, this is amazing. Oh, come on.
How chaotic it is.
It's so chaotic. Oh, hey. Nice.
What do you think you're doing? We're mates, sir. This is supposed to be warfare.
Someone's dick.
Nobody wants to
This is
trust a
fucking-
one.
Lie down, Arch. Come on.
Well, you can't all be bloody wounded.
Where you start. Crouching makes all the difference. Harry LaSalle's a group.
I was debating running mechanics. Oh, electronic music's coming in. This is serious.
They're not taking it too seriously. They're both still smiling. You know, and compared to when he was running against Les at the beginning of the film. Trying to pull him back.
Wow. Oh, and they
True.
carved the names on it. Napoleon. Carved his name on it? What? Really?
Why do you want to transfer, Dunn?
Archie and I are mates, sir. We train together, sir.
You runners.
Yes, sir.
Sprint. I'll do what I can.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
No, that's nice.
What about his friends?
Yeah.
Actually, his buddies are kind of like, I like the variety of their personalities.
Mm.
What do you think?
It's all right. Yeah, sell his own grandmother for tuppence, still talk his way into heaven.
It's just bad luck for mates to split up.
Australian and New Zealand nurses. Oh.
Message for Major Hamilton. There he is over there, I see. Hey, you!
Mind telling Dunn that this is a dance for officers only?
Oh,
The cells?
looks like they're leaving.
Have one or two drinks before you go?
Oh. Wow.
He immediately changed his mind.
That's nice of him.
Because they're leaving.
Yeah.
I think it said disembarking Alexandria, but I wasn't able to read it.
It said 6
Yes,
tomorrow.
0600 hours.
Yeah, I didn't catch the front, but you caught the front, so.
Yeah. I have some dread about them going there.
Yeah, same.
The whole movie's been built up to this, and we still haven't even seen it.
I am completely dreading it. One is smiling, the other isn't.
Yeah, I think Dunn's a little more realistic about it still.
Yeah, that's true. Oh.
So basically they invaded the beach, but they never got off of it. They were basically trapped there.
Ah, alright.
Yeah, that's so it's like imagine D-Day, but they never got off the beach. It's like that.
Oh.
Holy wow. No, I bet the actual place was much bigger. You know, they only have a limited amount of
of course.
Covers everything except sharks.
Jeez, there's like war right there, and they're just like swimming. this is really creepy.
Oh, oh,
Oh, it's interesting they made these two the logistics.
Oh,
I guess, really
delivering.
fast. Yeah. So the turtle.
We're able to get ready for a big push.
Let's never send a turkey.
I'm in no hurry.
It's a
The
dog.
dog. I love that little details, like with the counter on the side and the little pictures.
And the pictures, yeah.
A bit short in the champagne.
Short sham-
There's champagne. Oh, jeez. Oh, everybody's... It almost looks so casual.
Well, yeah, you get used to it. Humans are really good at adapting.
True.
I love the Indian soldiers there too, because the British had their colonies send in men.
His friends?
Yeah.
Oh, we're bound to lose for sure.
We're bound to lose for sure.
Yeah. You know they're friends when,
Can get ashore. Sorry, I didn't tell you this before. Secrecy is vital.
Protected by at least 5 machine guns at point-blank range.
Yeah, we've considered that. This was the heaviest barrage of the campaign, just before your men go over the top.
I feel like I've seen this before in Passive Glory.
Turks can keep us pinned down.
Yeah,
and
that's
Anzac
true.
Forever.
Your name is
I like they're syncing their watches to make sure, because you know it's not like you have a phone to know what time it is.
We hope that bloke who fixed my bike 18 months ago sends me a bill for 7 and 6. When are you going over?
Last 5. Turks got machine guns everywhere.
Yeah, well, ship's guns are going to knock them out before we go.
So they claim. Oh, they're all like
Like a drink?
Oh. Oh.
I'm just sitting at the cemetery, just watching.
You all right? Brownie's dead. I thought he just tripped.
We got there, but Frank.
What does it
Took
say?
their bloody trenches.
Abdomen.
Yeah,
Abdomen.
Billy said you were.
Morphine.
Just give me diary to Mum and Dad, will you? I just want them to know what
Oi.
Oh yeah, all his friends are like fucked up.
Oh, don't worry, I'm not going to turn you in. I'm proud to have you with us.
Mmm.
Matter of fact, I want you as a runner tomorrow.
I'd rather fight.
A few extra yards of speed, son, could save the lives of hundreds of men.
I would think that's ministries, but there's people walking around next to that trench, and next to the tents down there on the bottom, right. So I wonder if that's legit or not.
You're off the hook. You need to run her. Go on, up to it.
See you when I see you.
Aww.
That was really nice.
Not if I see you first. Forgive me for running off. But
The bombardment's not enough.
Shouldn't have stopped yet, sir. There's still 7 minutes to go.
Well, maybe they'll... Colonel Roberts. Sir?
Barton, I don't care what your watches say. Mine says they should have gone 3 minutes ago, and I still say you must go.
Fuck.
No.
It's so obvious that even the Ottomans should know.
most of them were shot already.
Second wave, the first wave didn't even make it that far.
Yeah. Is that Les? Or Lance?
Oh, the guy from the beginning.
Yeah.
They should have some marksmen shooting at them if they're popping out of the trench.
Yeah. Oh man.
There was a report that one of our marker flags was seen in the enemy trench. Marker flag.
Hello?
Hello? Hello, sir.
Man, this is like 1917 in a way.
Yeah. I wonder if 1917 was also inspired by this. I mean,
no
like
doubt.
the movie itself, not the.
Yeah, no doubt the director watched this, as well.
Yeah.
Here's the attack. Let's continue at all costs. Attack must proceed.
Heard someone say they'd seen one, sir.
Who? Who?
I'm not sure, sir.
Gray, you bloody idiot. Nobody got further than 10 yards.
Yeah.
Why don't you go above Robinson's head, sir? General Gardner, go like a whip.
And now they're playing the same music again.
The music where he's running.
Oh,
He has to
this.
run.
Ah.
His acting's really good. Man, that's a dangerous stunt. In a way.
Yeah.
Like, you see.
And he did it himself, right?
Yeah, it looks like he did it himself. Unless they swapped the actor right there. Kind of clever.
Oh, true.
They
Yeah,
did
yeah,
that.
that's true.
Tell Major Barton the attack is... No, just tell him that I'm reconsidering the whole situation.
Man, runners are so important.
They are, yeah. Especially when there's no communications.
Not gonna make us go, are they?
No, there's no point.
The orders are to attack, and you'll do so immediately. The door is that clear. You are to push on.
It's cold-blooded murder.
I said push on.
Can't ask the men to do what I wouldn't do myself. Men from Western Australia. Don't forget it.
And they all know.
Yeah, a lot of them are well aware now it's suicide.
Oh, and they're all leaving their own things there. The medal.
Oh, the medal.
That's the medal. And the watch.
Come on, Dunn, make it.
Oh no, come on, Dunn. What if he gets shot when he goes past that? Oh. Ah!
Shit, he's not anywhere nearby.
No, he's not.
Spring. Steel spring.
Get away!
Oh, jeez. Wow.
And it just ends like that. Wow. Tissues.
Well, that reminded me of All Quiet on the Western Front in a way.
Yeah, that's true. That, yeah.
Yeah.
You mean the
Now this-
ending or just the entire thing?
Yeah, the entire thing too. But it's very, it's much more upbeat than this.
Yeah, it was. Ooh.
It just dies and the movie ends. I thought my movie glitched out for a second. I was like, oh, that's deliberate. That was shocking how they ended that. Oh, jeez, I'm done. You can just hear him.
Yeah, he was like, no.
Fucking idiot colonel. Ay, ay, ay.
Yeah, it's just practically suicide. What a waste. What a waste of lives. I think, this movie felt very lighthearted and comical many times, but I think they did it to build up to this moment. For this moment.
Yeah.
So they ended the movie how it began. Him running as fast as a leopard.
He was running ahead of everyone else, actually.
What was the point? You're reading the Wikipedia page, aren't you?
No, actually, I wasn't, but now I will.
Oh.
I was reading up on the battle itself.
What did it say?
Well, the campaign lasted like under a year. Like 10 months they were trapped on that beach and never got out. They lost like 250,000 casualties.
Oh, God.
Yep.
War is hell.
Yep. All because it was supposed to be a plan so they could open supplies for Russia. And also, hurt Turkey. But all it ended up was hurting themselves a lot more.
Mm.
Though the withdrawal was very sneakily done. If I remember correctly, what they did was, so they all basically fled the beach. Like, they just got on ships and left. They used like strings to like pull the random rifles on the trench, still shooting, to make the Ottoman soldiers think that the Australians and the British were still in their trenches, but they weren't. They were just pulling strings until they got out on all the. Like, they tied strings to guns and wires to keep shooting, even if they weren't there, to make the Turkish soldiers think they're still there. So, yeah.
Clever.
Jeez, that was what an ending.
Yeah, that ended so abruptly. So what was that foreshadow that we mentioned? Bring home a medal.
Bring home a medal, and he left the medal there.
He left the medal there and the watch.
Yeah. His family never knew, too.
Every time I think of that, so emotional. This is a good movie. Very, very human. If that
It's a
makes
very
sense.
human movie. I loved all the aspects like they showed the Egyptian, settlers.
Yeah.
They kind of like all of them lost their innocence as they arrived, basically. Mm-hmm. And then you learn little things like one was more uptight than the other one. Snow, for example, was like decrying them going prostitutes. And Dunn was a little more cynical, right? But he still went. Like, almost feels like he wanted to protect Archie or stick with them.
Yeah, that's true. Look out for him.
Yeah, he really did like Archie.
Yeah, he gave up his friends just to be with Archie.
Yep. And then I think Snow died though. That's why I gave him the diary and he had the abdomen wound, which means it's fatal in that time of.
That's why they didn't give him food.
Yeah. And he was all white and pale. Nice job by the makeup team.
Yes. So Billy survived, as far as we know, unless Billy was part of the wave.
Yeah, I guess Billy did survive. And I guess Dunn. Oh yeah, Gibson. No, Gibson and the lead. I don't know who the lead is. Those two are
Mark
great.
Lee, it said.
Okay, well those two are wonderful. Lee did a good job playing like this cheerful, enthusiastic, like can't wait to go to war, yay! But it was like at the end he realized, oh shit.
Actually, towards the end of the movie, I still got the sense that he was scared, but he still wanted to go through with it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, who wouldn't be scared?
Yeah, exactly.
But Dunn didn't want to die. He saw his friends die, and he was like...
That was a major shock.
Yeah, it was a major shock. He was all scared.
An eye-opener.
Yeah, Gibson gave a very nuanced performance, I think.
Yes.
Yeah. And I like that they showed that he wasn't great at everything. Just like Lee, right? He doesn't know how to do horse riding, and it really made him feel human.
Yeah.
So like,
yeah, exactly.
I don't know how historically accurate the whole thing is. Maybe the uniforms are off, or maybe the guns they use are off, or whatever, or they made fun of the British too much, you know, et cetera, et cetera. That might be like an Australian attitude.
Yeah.
Wow, that's
And Archie got to see some parts of the world. He even told his uncle, "You got to see the world before you turned 18 or something." And the uncle said, "War is different."
Yeah, the uncle, man, when he gave that heartbreaking performance, when he said "Goodbye, lad," you could hear it in the heartbreak in his voice. But
yeah, the
Archie is so intent on leaving that he has no idea. But Uncle Jack knew. He knew.
Yeah.
Oh, man, what a fucking ending.
He said, "God bless you, boy." Ooh. Yeah. That was heartbreaking.
Oh yeah, and that major, he knew he was gonna die the second he heard push on, and he's like, "I'm gonna go with my men. Might as well die with my men." Jeez.
And he had a kid.
At that point, though, I would have pretended I wouldn't have heard it. Sorry, sir, I can't hear you.
That's
But
true.
mine
You're
got cut
cutting out,
again.
sir. We're going through a tunnel. No.
No, you can't do that. No, but
Yeah.
they're like, we have to follow orders, even if they're stupid as hell. So.
Yes. That was also the point in 1917 where, the character, he delivered a message, and they postponed it. They didn't cancel it entirely. They just postponed it.
Yeah, Benedict Cumberbatch's like character was like, you know, tomorrow I might get another order from someone else. You know, it's like even he doesn't know to attack. Jeez.
Exactly.
So yeah, the run here in a way feels very similar to 1917, right? He's trying to run, but in this case he didn't make it. That actually makes it more depressing.
Yeah, true. And his friend dies. His good friend.
Yep. And it's only in 1915, like late 1915, right? So they're there until February 1916. So Dunn could have died after that, or who knows?
Oh
yeah, it went on for months. Yeah. And Anzac. Oh, sorry. Okay, so Anzac doesn't have Canada in it. It's just New Zealand and Australia.
Okay.
So they even have an Anzac Day, April 25th. It's the most significant day where they I was about to say celebrate the casualties, but obviously like they remember it, basically. Yeah.
I see.
And okay, this is just me reading off the wiki now, but I knew this too. That this basically started their national consciousness, I guess, for New Zealanders and Australians. You saw them, they're like, why should we go there? You know, they started to form an idea that they're a country, they're a nation. It's the beginning of the birth of their national consciousness. Yeah.
Ah, okay. That's fascinating.
So, yeah, that guy on the lake was like, "There's a war on?" Oh, I knew a German once. You know, he's like, who cares? He doesn't care.
Yeah, his world is so small.
Yeah, it's like they're so far away. It doesn't concern them. At that point, there's
especially at
Britain,
that time.
so
yeah, exactly. I almost went to Birth once.
I just wanted to see a city. That guy gave a great performance.
Yeah, he did.
The electronic soundtrack with them running is a little weird. I'll be honest. It's a little strange, especially when you add the somber music.
Yeah, it seemed like later they played in the film when Frank was running the first time, and it seemed like all hope was going to come back. But then, as he was running back from the general, and we realized, oh, they're about to charge through, they didn't. They played
like
that composing music. Yeah.
It did win. I was nominated for best. I'm looking at the Wikipedia now. Apparently, the soundtrack for the end of the movie is different than the composer was like it was a French electronic music pioneer who did the electronic music for the running scenes. while the quiet
Cool.
or somber moments are done by someone else.
Oh. Perhaps it was the guy that we saw during the dance scene.
I love all the Australian banter in the movie. Like it's really.
Yeah, same.
I think that was one thing that really nailed.
Yeah, I love the interactions between all the friends, and them traveling around, perhaps getting scammed by the locals, and them being aware of it.
Yeah, they get scammed and then they beat up the wrong guy to like.
Yeah, that was
stuff like that. It's like, wait, it's the wrong seller. Like, oh
that was ridiculous.
It's so real. I love the like I said, I love all the culture going on and
Yes.
like the Australian banter against the British and themselves. Or like hell, even Frank's stuff, like him saying, "Now that you three are here, we are bound to lose." That kind of like self-depreciating humor is really funny and kind of sad too because they did lose. Jeez.
Yeah, that's true. Only friends talk like that to one another.
Every time we watch one of these war films, where like we see friends together, or like we hope nothing bad happens to them, and then something bad happens to them.
I know. This is our fault.
Oh my god.
We should have known.
Like, I have to compliment the sets. Like, they did a great job. And now I have to look up, did they actually film it in...
Oh yeah, did they?
Egypt? Let me see. Production. It was primarily filmed in South Australia. They did film it on location in Egypt. Wow!
Oh, nice.
Wow, okay. And they built a beach in South Australia, like the battlefield. They built it just for that. And they even, after the movie was done filming, they enacted a Anzac War Memorial. They put it there, so that's cool.
Oh, cool! Yeah.
So they named it Gallipoli Beach ever since. It's been nicknamed that, even though it's just a stretch of coastline.
Right.
Mel Gibson describes the film as not really a war movie. That's just a backdrop. It's a story of two young men.
Yeah.
It
Very,
is.
like I said, very human. Very. All the relationships that we saw on screen between the characters. That was. And that's why they put the war at the last third of the movie. I actually said that, like, what if the last third of the movie is the war?
It just ended up like that. Really interesting.
Yeah.
It's not like celebrating action or whatever. It was just celebrating.
No,
like,
it's not.
Not really celebrating. Sorry. It just shows the loss of innocence and how bad things turn out.
Yeah.
Jeez.
What a waste.
Yep, that's World War I. The biggest waste of young men. And it caused so much. Like, they just fought World War I, the beginning of it, just so they could have a reason to fight. You know, they were building up a war for decades before that. And then, yeah, it didn't turn out the way they wanted it to.
Yeah.
So I wonder if this movie's popular in Australia or New Zealand. I don't know. I wonder if it's popular. That's what I was
Oh, yeah. I wonder, yeah.
Because
Perhaps somebody
it's
can
probably
tell us.
Australians. So yeah, and it's filmed in Australia. Oh, it's an Australian
True.
film. What am I saying? So yeah.
Is the director Australian as well?
Peter Wood. He's Australian and he's retired, apparently. Retired director. His final film before retirement was The Way Back. And that's in that one.
Oh, I've heard of it.
So I guess we'll watch Dead Poets Society.
Yes. We'll have to do that sometime.
He really put out some good bangers, like Truman Show and Master and Commander. Like, come on.
I love Truman Show.
Master Commander should have had a sequel. The Truman Show is amazing.
Yes.
One of the best soundtracks ever made in the world. He's a great director, then. So.
Yeah. Very versatile.
Well, that was a interesting, thought-provoking war movie. And,
Yes. Very enjoyable.
Well, not the ending.
No, not the ending, but the movie, it was very engaging and loved the relationships between the characters. Them walking across the lake was a very, very unique decision making on the spot. And
yeah, I love the scenes like the ball, the recruitment, or the like trying to ride a horse.
Yeah.
Them exploring Egypt, as young men, stuff like that. It was really, really neat. We don't see movies like that anymore.
No, not really.
Yeah.
It took its time.
Yeah, the movie slowly built up for the ending. I started dreading it after Uncle Jack.
Yeah, same. I was like,
I knew something bad was gonna happen.
We have to get to know these characters, and then they kill some of them off.
Right? Yeah, throw
Yeah,
a wrench into the.
Yes.
Okay, the next movie we watched has to be less depressing. Jeez.
Good idea.
But yeah, war is terrible, and it should never be used.
Yes,
unfortunately, we see it today with Russia invading Ukraine, and the horrible things that are now happening in Palestine and Israel, and a possibility that could happen to our own homeland. So it's something that we always think about, war, and I wish the people who declare war is the ones that are thrown into war, not everyone else. They should just fight their own war in like a courtyard.
That's what I think. Like, go to an island, play a game of chess or something, and have a boxing match.
It's sad that we have to drag young men into it, and
yeah.
So that's the lesson of the movie. That war is fucking awful at the end of the day.
War is hell.
Yeah. Great movie on Australians. I'd see how Australians interact, and hope you guys enjoyed our remote reaction to Gallipoli, and I don't know if I nailed the name correctly. I forgot.
You did. Don't worry.
Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed our reaction to Gallipoli, and we'll see you guys for our next movie react, whatever that'll be. Thanks for watching. Take care, and
have a good day.